When it comes to poker, we all obsess over strategy, right? Hand ranges, bluffing frequencies, reading opponents. But what if I told you one of the biggest leaks in your game has absolutely nothing to do with the cards? Today, we're diving into the pro's secret weapon, their toolkit. So let me ask you something. You ever finish a really long session, whether you're online or playing live, and you just feel completely wiped out? You know you're making sloppy mistakes, your focus is totally shot, but you can't quite put your finger on why. Yeah, it's a super common feeling, and the answer is probably not what you think. Believe it or not, it often comes down to their gear. That's right, the actual equipment they use. Think of it as their silent partner, the thing that keeps them sharp, comfortable, and in total control, hour after grueling hour. Now let's get one thing straight. When we talk about gear, we're not talking about flashy, expensive toys. This is all about performance. It's about building an environment that lets you play your A game for longer periods of time. Think of it this way. You'd never see a top chef trying to work with a dull knife, right? Their tools have to be perfect for the job. Well, the exact same logic applies to poker. Your setup, your gear, that's your toolkit. And every single piece needs to serve a purpose.
So, here's the bottom line. The right tools directly impact your results. They help you stay comfortable, which is huge for fighting off that mental and physical fatigue. They get rid of distractions, so all your focus is on the table. In a live game, they can even project a more professional image. And all of that together, it helps you build a solid, efficient, winning routine.
Okay, so let's start where a lot of us spend our time, the digital world. For online grinders clicking buttons for hours on end, creating the perfect digital domain is absolutely essential. We can break this down into 4 key steps. Step 1 is the foundation, a great ergonomic chair and a proper desk. Seriously, bad posture leads to fatigue, and fatigue leads to bad calls. Step 2, your view. A high-resolution monitor means you're not missing any small details, especially if you're multitabbing. Third, you gotta protect your focus. Blue light glasses are a lifesaver for your eyes during those late-night sessions. And noise-canceling headphones, they create your own little bubble. And finally, control. A comfortable, responsive mouse and keyboard are your first line of defense against those soul-crushing misclicks. All right, let's switch gears and head to the live felt. Playing in a casino or a card room, that's a whole different beast. Out here, your toolkit is all about managing your presence, your environment, and just your physical needs. First up, the humble card protector. This is not just some lucky charm, okay? Its main job is to stop the dealer from accidentally mucking your hand, a mistake that can be unbelievably costly. Plus, it sends a little signal to the table that you've been here before. Every live player worth their salt needs a mobile command center. And that's their backpack. This is totally non-negotiable. You need a solid, organized bag for a long day at the tables. The last thing you want is to be frantically digging for a phone charger when you should be focusing on a huge river decision. Ah, the classic poker uniform. Sunglasses and a hoodie. Come on, you know the look. But it's about so much more than just looking cool. Sunglasses obviously hide your eyes, a major source of tells. And they also cut down on that harsh casino lighting. And the hoodie? Pull that hood up and you instantly create your own private bubble of focus at a loud, chaotic table. You know, this might be the most underrated part of the entire toolkit. Your brain is an engine, and it needs fuel. Staying hydrated and having some healthy snacks ready to go prevents your brain from getting tired. And a tired, hungry player is a player who makes bad decisions. It's as simple as that. And finally, a true lifesaver. Nothing, and I mean nothing, creates more panic than seeing your phone battery hit 5% when you're deep in a tournament. A portable power bank is such a small, simple piece of gear, but it prevents a major disaster and just keeps your mind at ease. Okay, so you've got the basics down. What happens when you're ready to really, truly invest in your game? Let's talk about the gear that takes a setup from just functional to straight-up professional, the stuff that gives you a serious edge. For online players, a multi-monitor setup is an absolute game changer for efficiency. Hand tracking software? That's like having a digital coach who's constantly helping you plug your leaks and exploit your opponents. Even something like a smart lighting system isn't just a gimmick. It can seriously reduce eye strain and even help regulate your mood. And hey, don't forget the physical side. Things like resistance bands or a foot pedal exerciser can keep the blood flowing and your mind sharp during those marathon grinds. So, with all these options floating around, how do you actually choose the right gear for you? Well, it all boils down to one simple principle: functionality first. Let's run through a couple of quick questions to help you figure out your real priorities. The first question is the easiest. Where do you play most of your hands? If you're an online grinder, your very first big investment should be an amazing chair. But if you're a live tournament player, it should probably be a great travel bag. You have to let your environment dictate your needs.
Next, you gotta be honest with yourself. What is the number one thing that pulls your focus away from the game? If it's noise at home, noise-canceling headphones are your best friend. If it's an aching back, it's time to finally upgrade that chair or desk. Solve your biggest problem first.
And if you're someone who travels for poker, then portability is everything. Your gear has to be durable, lightweight, and super efficient. We're talking portable chargers, compact backpacks, and comfortable clothes for those long flights. Your prep before you even get to the casino can make a huge difference.
And that really brings us to the ultimate takeaway here. It is so easy to get caught up in cool-looking gadgets and what all the pros are using, but you always have to ask yourself one question. Does this actually help me play better, for longer, or with more focus? If the answer is no, then it's just decoration. So, I'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. Based on everything we've just talked about, what is the one single piece of gear, whether it's a $20 pair of blue light glasses or a top-of-the-line ergonomic chair, that would have the biggest, most immediate impact on transforming your game right now? Really, think about it. Your next big win could depend on it.
Start a live chat now to join one of our clubs or ask us any questions. Message at BluffingMonkeys24_7 on Telegram or visit bluffingmonkeys.com and start a live chat.